Hello class, this is Professor Morrison, and here is your presentation regarding the Precis. A Precis is a passage that is a concentration of ideas from the original piece of writing that is boiled down so that only the essence of the original remains. So what you will be doing is choosing one source from your research that you plan to use in your essay, and you are going to summarize it in your own words using this process. And I know that it doesn't look like it's pronounced this way, but it is pronounced Precis. So your formal research Precis will be 1/6 the length of the original. Therefore, if you have a 6-page article, you are going to boil it down to 1 page. Count the number of words, or let Word or Adobe, if it can do that, count them for you, or count the number of paragraphs or pages. Read your original piece carefully more than once. Make sure to look up any words you don't understand and make notes, because you're going to be writing from your notes in order to avoid plagiarism. In your first sentence in your Precis, you should include the name of the author, the genre and title of the work, the date in parentheses, an active verb such as assert, argue, suggest, imply, or claim, or a different one, and a that clause, which contains the thesis statement of the work. This sentence is the who and the what of the original work. Here's an example of a Precis from a work of literature. Philippa Gregory's novel, The Other Boleyn Girl, 2001, implies that ambition possesses the power to corrupt and dispense true gratification, filling the heart solely with desire, infused with greed and the ravenous hunger to reign. Notice the who and what is clearly defined in the first Precis sentence. Sentence 2 should contain an explanation of how the author develops or supports the thesis. This is usually done in chronological order, the order that you found it in the original source. An example of sentence 2 is, Gregory develops this assertion through vivid description of life in the Tudor court, an examination of cutthroat antics of a ruthless family, members of whom will execute to attain absolute power. Sentence 3 should be a statement of the author's apparent purpose, followed by an in order phrase. An example for sentence 3 is, Gregory's purpose of elaborating on ambition is to depict the outlandish lengths one will embark in order to fill a selfish void within one's greedy and desperate soul. Sentence 4 should be a description of the intended audience and/or the relationship the author establishes with the audience. Here's an example for sentence 4. Gregory engages the average woman through the themes of scandal, conniving, competition, and passionate lust, all of which evokes every woman's desire to be a queen. Now, I don't know if every woman does desire to be a queen, but this is a good example for sentence 4. After that point, you're ready to start paraphrasing the remainder of your source. Study each paragraph, read it to understand the main points, and then summarize the main points in your own words. Remember that a Precis retells the highlights, so a reader will know main sections of an original. And a Precis is a clear, concise, orderly summary of the contents of a piece of writing. A précis has only the essential details, and they must be correct and accurate. Do not change the meaning of the original text. Your research précis must be in your own words and 1/6 the length of the original. So a 6-page article will become a 1-page précis. If you include a couple quotes, a few words here and there with quotation marks around them, that's all right. Sometimes we can't avoid that, but please try not to. If you have any questions, please let me know. And yes, you will probably be using this précis, or at least part of it, in your research essay.